All right.
And then we
All right. Thank you.
have a nice day.
You too.